everybody, it's Romi here, and thank you for joining me again on my YouTube channel. I've had a lot of requests for doing at least just a basic Q&A. I don't have any Q&As or Ask Me Anythings on my channel yet, and I decided to do number one for you here right now. So here it goes, Ask Me Anything. Oh wow, well thank you. I love when people say I look pretty and then ask me what I like to eat. It's pretty much everything. I love to eat a little bit of everything. I have a big sweet tooth, so ice cream, God, I love all kinds of ice cream. I love cookie dough, mint chocolate chip, and coffee. Surprises people because they make fun of those and say like they're old people flavors, but I love coffee, mint chocolate chip, cookie dough, Rocky Road. I love sorbet and even pinkberry and stuff. Pastas, I love a good pasta. I love lasagna, angel hair, penne alla vodka. Penne alla vodka is great. I can make a pretty good penne alla vodka, actually, fun fact. But kind of everything. There's not much I don't like, food and sweet wise. I love the Spice Girls. I saw the Spice Girl movie in theaters. Amazing. I love it. I think when I was younger, to be honest, I identified more as Sporty Spice. She was a little bit more like athletic and a little bit tougher, and I was a little bit more tomboyish when I was younger. I secretly wanted to be Baby Spice or Ginger, but I think I was more sporty growing up, but I know all of the songs. That's so hard to say. I try not to pick too many favorites just because. Well, I think if you've seen me with people multiple times, they're friends and favorites of mine. I love like girls like Abigail Mack and Charlotte Stokely, really good energy kind of girls. Missy Martinez, awesome ladies. But it's so hard to pick because I've worked with so many girls and I never want to like be that way. Sometimes they're great favorites. Guys, oh guys, okay. And for guys, you know what, that list is almost easier because there really is like the top favorites. But with guys, honestly, if you see me with them a bunch, then they're great. They're my favorites. I almost kind of can't, you know who's great. Anybody can do their job to the best of their ability. I kind of prefer working with more of the professional, awesome types. It almost really isn't about looks so much anymore. It's about how much you want to be there and do the job. And then there's a lot of people I haven't worked with yet, like girls like Kendra Lust. Kendra Lust and I have never done a scene yet together, but we get requested all the time and we keep tweeting at each other that we want to do it, and sometimes it just doesn't happen either, so that can be kind of difficult. It's going to happen eventually, but yeah, there's almost too many girls that I'd love to have sex with. You know what? Swear to God, funny story, I've said this in an interview before, right before I got into porn. I got out of like my last civilian relationship before porn, and I think I didn't have sex with anybody for a good full 6 months right before porn. I think once I started doing porn is when I started having sex again. But yeah, in my personal life, I'm kind of more of a homebody. I don't really get out. I've never picked up a guy at a bar or vice versa. So yeah, I always kind of joke that porn in a way really helped my sex life, and it makes me not really need to go out perusing for penis or vagina nearly as much. I get to have sex and then go home and watch Netflix. Well, so I can take movies, so does that mean we have like a TV and all that good stuff too? Electricity, I like that. This sounds like a good island. Showgirls. Love the movie Showgirls, hilarious, good for like any kind of mood. I've watched it, clean, not clean. The first time I ever saw Showgirls was on like TV with the digital bras, and that's not the way to watch Showgirls. Swear to God, watch it on like VH1 and they like digital impose bras and thongs. It's terrible, but so it didn't even make any sense the first time I watched it because they cut out like the pushing down the stairs scene, and then once I saw it like dirty, I was like, what is this? But it's so fun. It's one of my little secret love movies, and closer to almost where I got my name. People always joke like, oh, you got it from Romi and Michelle. I'm like, sort of. I mean, I like that movie too. Really hilarious movie. But know me, my mother was Italian. Romi, my mother. Shoot, what else? I think I must have to take a trilogy. I think just to pass the time. Maybe I should take like the Lord of the Rings movies. or something really epic, or if you could take like a series, like a Marvel series, or yeah. And honestly, I'm just gonna take my whole Netflix. Can I take my PlayStation? Can I just take my PlayStation instead? I'll take like Showgirls and like a trilogy and my PlayStation. I'm not sure. I mean, I always loved entertainment. I grew up around, you know, burlesque dancers and models, and I always wanted to like see the world and do more. I don't know, I probably would be a little bit more nomadic. I can see myself just traveling around, just like going from place to place, screwing around. So yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure. There's so many things we could be doing. Who knows what I'm gonna do next? I love fitness. I love working out, and but a lot of it too is like I have a lot of natural energy. I like to just run around. I'm always bouncing around. I have a trampoline in my living room. I'm a very active person naturally. I love to just relax and watch Netflix and all that stuff, obviously, but I need to get out and move my body. It's almost why they joke that I have so much energy during sex. It's like, oh, I'm like, well, yeah, it's sex. We're supposed to be expelling energy and sweating and having a good time. And I feel like if I'm not sweating and my makeup's not running and I'm not panting after a sexual experience, then it wasn't a very good one. So I use a lot of my daily activities as workouts, but I like to lift weights, I like spin class, I like Pilates, I like to swim, and I like to fuck energetically. Well, you know what? They actually do a lot of amazing superhero parodies in porn. Shout out to Justice League XXX. I was Wonder Woman in it. But gosh, I think a lot of it, to be honest, has to do with like budgets. If we could get maybe like bigger budgets, then we could do really cool superhero movies. But a lot of it, you know, you have to have really good costumes and CGI, and I mean, I'd love to see all of them made into porn, especially well, because there's such great characterization and drama and action. It's very sexual and interesting. I feel like the geeks are really kind of running the world now, and things like video games and comic books have really come so much more into the public eye and mainstream. Now it's cool to play video games and go watch Captain America movies. When I was a kid, I was kind of made fun of for that kind of stuff. So in a funny way, for me, it's really liberating that being a geek is cool nowadays. Favorite snack? Candy. It's kind of a running joke in the industry. Anybody who knows me like any amount of time, I'm eating candy all the time. I've had makeup artists show up to my house with the nerds in my hair, for real. So yeah, anything like kind of quick and easy and sugary. It's probably also why I have a little bit burst of energy. You know, gosh, that's a hard one, because I'm one of those girls that doesn't really like when a guy tries to get my attention. I like more of a good energy when somebody walks into the room and they're very respectful in the way that they speak to people. I like natural confidence that isn't cocky, and that's always really hard to ask, to have a confident person who's not aggressive or cocky, but they exist. Somebody who's well-spoken. I like the art of conversation, because I feel like people don't expect me to like the art of conversation. So I'm always a little bit more surprised when a man walks into the room with like good energy, like head and chest up, and wants to actually speak to me. That's an interesting way to get my attention. Gosh, you know, I have one of those funny humors that I'm silly, I'm geeky, I giggle at like the stupidest things, but I also have a very kind of dark sense of humor as well. I'm Italian from Boston, I'm very sarcastic, I like black comedies, I love Tarantino movies. So, you know, a little bit of everything makes me laugh. I'm pretty easy to make laugh. Oh gosh, well, I don't know if I can reveal this right yet, but I am definitely be doing more parodies. There's one this year that I'm signed on to do. Knock on wood, haven't shot it yet, so hey, nothing's real until it's real. But another really cool parody I'm gonna be involved in that also has a little bit of black comedy in it. And yeah, that stuff is really fun for me. I love being able to wear a costume and play a character. Ooh. Okay, what Hollywood celebrities would I like to do scenes with? Let's see. Currently, you know, Margot Robbie kind of has it going on. She played Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad. Everybody knows who she is. Full Frontal in Wolf of Wall Street, so everybody knows who she is. Super hot, seems really funny and interesting, and likes character, and doesn't seem to take herself too seriously, but takes what she does seriously, and I like that in people. And for boys, you know, I think there was a few more options a few years ago that I was really into. Like a few years ago, like Jason Statham was really hot. Timothy Olyphant in Hitman was really hot. Jared Leto in Lord of War was really hot. I think nowadays I'm kind of leaning more towards like the more action stars. I'm kind of in that phase of my life. Like, yeah, somebody can kind of pick me up and throw me around. Oh, completely. I think people get a little bit afraid of that because well, it depends what you want to do. I'm one of those believers that you can do absolutely anything you want to in this grand, crazy world. You as an entity, me as a personality, can exist absolutely anywhere in any city in the world right now, doing whatever we chose to do. It's a matter of you. If you want to do something else, you can do whatever the hell you want to. No one really is telling you no. I do understand the stigma of maybe if you did a bunch of hardcore porn and all of a sudden maybe you wanted to teach kindergarten, it might be a little bit strange and difficult, but I have to say for the most part, if you truly want to do something else and you really put your heart and your mindset into it, and if you're skilled and talented, I completely believe anybody can do absolutely anything they want to. My ethnicity is, well, sometimes I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but I am from Sicilian heritage, but I'm American. I was born in Boston, Massachusetts, so I always kind of just call myself an Italian Bostonian. I do a few different favorites, but I have to say, people always ask me too, are you like the good guys or the bad guys? And I think it surprises people to say that I kind of prefer the good guys. I love Captain America, and not necessarily because I'm American or anything like that, but I really love the origin story. And there's something about a hero or a do-gooder who wanted to do good. Captain America is one of the few superheroes that wanted to be a superhero from the jump and wanted to help people and to treat people better because they knew what it was like to not be able to help and serve. So to me, there's something really great about wanting to be a good person. Like, yeah, the sex might be really intense with a bad guy, but I also believe that if you have sex with a good guy, they're actually gonna try hard and want to get you off, where a bad guy probably wouldn't care so much. So I don't know, I always kind of lean more towards the good guys and give Captain America a lot of credit. Dream holiday destination. I would love to go to Bali. I would love to go to Bora Bora. Any, you know, Mediterranean islands,